Shogun, Joyo wasn't able to score. Neither was Archie. Oski scored every single goal for Oxygen, and that's going to have to change for Oxygen to have a chance in this series.
Makes me feel really good about my pick of Joyo in that snake draft, by the way. I appreciate that an awful lot.
You got to look at the stats, man. You got to put money.
I was not too happy with that team when I look back on it, but maybe the fans will be a little bit happier as we see Vatira already putting the pressure on. Just narrowly pushed out.
Let's see Atow also trying to force the issue. Joyo looking for Archie. Is that on target? No, just off. Already an early scoring chance for Oxygen. You wonder how they'll respond. They had 2 1-0 overtime losses to round out that series. These two teams played really close. The series score didn't really tell the full story. This best of 7 is going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, both teams were so well matched, especially at trying to get the outplays on each other. Both teams so good at controlling that midfield, not allowing the outplays to really go ahead. But now we've got a pace advantage.
Here's Joyo.
Find the bump, and that means Vatira has still got the car available to get the stop.
And you expected more from Joyo in that situation. He had boost, he had the run up, ended up shooting right at the defender. Perhaps those early game nerves. But I think for Oxygen, they're going to be happy with how this game has started.
So for those of you just joining us, maybe for your first RLCS event, top 4 teams throughout the 3 tournaments we run here for Open Qualifiers do go to London. It is all about getting to those semifinals and maintaining that kind of momentum. Makes this even more important as the top 4 teams that we sent to Copenhagen did so well. One of these teams that are coming in today, your Oxygens, your Jobless, everyone, Lunar Galaxies, they have to find a win at some point. They need to break the stronghold that the top 4 teams have got. Right now it's a stronghold that's KC are playing down, but they still can't get the ball across the line.
Close call on the flip reset, double tap. And here's the KC pressure still going.
That boost is so bad. Oh no, KC have got everything.
Oh yeah, Atow's ready for this as well if Rise is done cooking. Good tip there from Archie though. He saw that pass lane. Did a good job shutting it down, but look at the boost. This is going to be really tough for Oxygen to defend.
Joyo had to, he just left for a little while, just decided, you two cover this, I need to get as many small pads as I can. Now what can he do with his 50? Right now, needed for the save. Another 100 stolen by Vatira. That boost has come to nothing so far from Joyo. Archie has to just scramble out of the way.
Instead of getting the stop, that is the pressure that KC can ramp up. That was a long stint on offense. You can't expect Oxygen to survive that.
But again, love this new boost update. The fact that we can see stuff like that so easily now is phenomenal. It's information that we've got. It's information that KC didn't. They just knew for a fact. We've stolen everything. They've got nothing left. As Oski and Joyo actually have got a decent amount of boost this time. Joyo's going to try and hook this one across. It's Vatira by himself. Oski is waiting, but the cavalry arrived.
But that was the right idea from Oxygen, even from the very beginning. Zoning out the defense at midfield, allowing Joyo to move up, take that ball upfield. It was a good opportunity. Oxygen has had some good moments. Still, though, you wonder if they're going to be able to convert low-scoring games for them, shut out the last 2 games of the last series, and we're seeing more offensive woes from them to start things out.
Well, this is the reason that you need to get those boost steals away, because as we've just seen from Archie, the ability to transition from defense to offense when these players have got something to work with is incredible on the side of Oxygen. But you can get those boost starbs, doesn't matter who you are going to struggle to outplay a team like KC as Joyo can't get the reset, but does get everybody jumping. Everyone respecting what Joyo can do in the air.
Good cut from Archie. Oski getting in the mix, slowing that play down. Now will be a pass opportunity, a little too far away from Oski. Archie had run out of boost, couldn't get around the ball enough. Joyo attempting to get that 50 on the double tap, wasn't able to do so. Nice clear from KC.
Oh, that first touch. Just not good enough there from Oski. Archie, control. I was going to use control. That word was doing some heavy lifting based on what I just saw. As Joyo, what a catch. Going to try and find a challenge. Not going to happen. Vatira controls quite comfortably.
Oski up against Vatira. And there's a bump. There was like a pull shot bump that almost went in for KC, being as creative as they could. Oski had no idea what was going to happen, seeing those 2 players dive in, but still somehow Oxygen hold that at bay. Now a shot. Vatira pulled his ice there, didn't hesitate for a moment, kicking that back out to the corner. Final 30 seconds. Oxygen still looking for their first goal.
Oski got the challenge. He wanted to lose that to his teammate, but his teammate is gone. Turned into metal by that demo. Vatira jumps on up. Archie fakes it. And just time wasting here from Rise. They've got 10 seconds to go before they take the opening game and continue to add to their already stellar record against this squad.
Oski, last chance, ran out of boost. That play cut short. Joyo, half a tank. Rise already challenging.
Of course. And KC causing plenty of havoc in game number 1. What was game 2 got in store for us?
And we still did see some chances there. We did see a shot opportunity from Joyo. He had a lot of run up. Unfortunately, didn't have the precision or power required to get by. But also just looking at the big, hold on, that was a really nice stop from Archie. He will be able to get to it in time as well. Archie
been the target of quite a bit of criticism over the past few days. Comes up big when his team needs it.
Huge play. Rise out of boost. It's gonna bounce down and
did not know really how to handle it when that ball went above him. Maybe expecting an outplay when Rise was a little bit more direct than usual. Completely threw him off. It was happening a few times when they played yesterday, actually, where just the direct play was not the anticipated one, and it ended up doing more damage than most of what we got to see, as Joyo is going to try and turn and catch. Doesn't get the pinch that he's after, but does avoid the demo. And Joyo's got that 100. What can Oxygen do from this spot?
Archie did well to get that 50, but didn't land cleanly, so wasn't able to get back to the ball. Ball poked around Oski. Oski's not able to bump Atow. Archie have a weak hit down. This is going to be possession for Vatira. Doesn't get the corner, actually fakes Oski out, leaving that corner for Atow. Archie's going to take it all the way back.
Just gets the ball past Rise, and a challenge as well. But where's the follow-up here? Oxygen not having the belief in those plays. If you don't have the belief, then there's no point really doing them. Oski looking for the corner. Rise is going to read it, get some decent power. There's Vatira as well, and Archie just has to make sure he's in the right position. Here's the demos, though. They can't afford to sit on the goal line. Oxygen will be wiped out.
Vatira has been the demo king for K-Corp. Infield pass perfectly to Rise. Huge save from Joyo. Infield passing lanes working out well for K-Corp. And now another ball. He actually, his second effort saved the ball.
That is so unfortunate. Did everything right. And the ball just hits him one more time. Stay at 1 each. Rise first touch let him down. All the boost used to get the ball back into his possession. Up goes Archie across the face of goal, but Oski's on 0 boost, didn't want to commit to it. Joyo was playing for the hit. Archie's just cut again. Every time Archie just loses respect for what KC are doing, they are actually getting great results.
Now, Archie has been very quick to the ball. That's the only way that Oxygen has scored in that 1v1 situation. So see if Archie can continue to have success with that. It's what Oxygen need. Archie drop down pass to Joyo. Atow, low boost. I think Joyo was expecting more of a touch. Back pass to Oski. On target. It's good. Oxygen are in the lead.
That is unbelievable. Look at the recovery from Joyo. He's played that from the off. He's got KC biting on the shot, and he knows, I'm just going to pop this to myself backboard, lay it over to a teammate, and get 2-1. Oxygen fighting back big time, and they fake the kickoff, much to, well, yeah, the sacrifice of their teammate.
Unfortunate from Oski botched his touch there. It ended up almost working out. But Joyo was on the opposite wall with full boost. That could have been very dangerous. Oxygen not able to capitalize. Wonderful first touch. Archie gets by 2. Oski trying to move in, but there's the demo from behind. Oxygen try to keep this ball going downfield. Rise with low boost will take the shot, but Archie on the respawn there to pick it up.
This is where KC did so much good work in the last game. Keep an eye on those 100 boosts that will pop up. He's not turned up for a while, and a huge outplay from Oski. He's going to force KC all the way back to square one.
Almost, and it does look like he did land the bump to Atow as well. Great reaction time and mechanics from Oski, but he gets demoed off the field now.
Oh, and Atow's first touch, not what he was wanting. He's had to get this to work. He has managed to do so. Scrappy but effective as Vatira. He's going to fake it, leaves it for his team. Archie kept the first one out.
That the defense was bamboozled.
forgot to have a look at that, at the defense's POV after that went in, and you're completely right. Actually, Vatira's car was hiding the approaching player. So it was kind of just a guessing game for the defenders as to what is really going to happen. Archie guessed somewhat correctly, but not correct enough. As they do pass across the field, nobody was ready and waiting. Atow to himself, down to Archie, who has had to play very, very deep for the last 2 minutes.
But he has been able to pick those moments when to dive in. That has kept Oxygen in this game. Archie diving in there, gets the corner, but leaves Oski all alone. There'd be a counterattack chance here, though.
Played into the face of the goal. Oh, that's over the top of Archie, and happy to see it roll up. Usually defenders happy with that, not happy anymore. Left for Atow. You can see Oxygen weren't expecting it, but Archie yet again just launches for it and gets a very crucial clear for his team. We might be going to a very crucial overtime. Oxygen will feel like they need it.
They're going to try to get this to the ground. The ball lingering there at the corner, but it does touch, and we've got another overtime between these two.
Comes in midfield, Archie. Just playing a lateral for now. Rise isn't going to bother until the ball's back on the floor. Realize that the boost was starting to run low for his counterpart. Pop. Backboard, Archie's out, Joyo is low. Oski needs to get something big, and instead he is wiped out. So here comes Rise, look for the floor pinch. And just a little bit off.
Archie out of boost as well. Atow will boom it up. Field's gonna go for another touch. It does go backwards. Good speed from Archie to get back and keep Atow on low boost. And another wonderful play from Archie. Relieves so much pressure, now puts Oxygen on the attack.
How are they going to get that big win? Oh, speaking of which, what a big win that was for Atow when it came to that challenge. Ball popped for Oski. Rise. Only out to Archie, who is ready and waiting. So now going to try and go for the outplay himself. Reset gained. Early challenge from Joyo. Crucial. You do not want any of these 6 players' time to work.
We've seen what Atow can do in Copenhagen in those solo opportunities. Nice play from Joyo to dodge that bump attempt from Atow, however. Oxygen starting to close in on KC.
Ooh, very lofted touch from Joyo. He's also got a bump on Rise. Archie goes ceiling. So many layers to that play. It was always going to be very difficult to pull it off. What a challenge. Atow's come up big. And a hit on Rise was very crucial. Wanted the double tap. Archie has scrambled back. Both teams not as willing anymore to launch players into that final third. It's all about midfield control.
And they don't want to make that mistake. Overtime game here. Oxygen desperately need this one. See though, if K-Corp is a little more willing to take those risks, I think they feel like they have the advantage in this series. Be a little bolder. We do see a chance here in field pass. Vatira's shot will be stopped by Joyo, and Archie on low boost will clear it downfield.
Yeah, Archie needed the contact from his teammate because he was in all sorts of trouble. Had a few arguments with the backboards. Catch there. Oh my goodness, Joyo. That is unbelievable.
No, he's freestyling.
He's reset. And if that had some more power, that would have been a highlight for the ages.
That little bit of power on that flick after starting in reverse, and now that went off the bar. Vatira got a piece of that ball, credited with the save. Unreal stop for K-Corp. But Oxygen are starting to swing some punches.
Oh, man, Joyo is throwing haymakers at them. He has had enough of this. And Casey will want to get to him as quickly as possible from here on out. Oski target man goes back, but this could be it. So Archie finishes it off. 3-2. Oxygen have a must win, and they've done it.
Joyo's ability, you can't deny how talented he is, and that helped get that opportunity for Oxygen, and they finally get this game win. And that was an entertaining game to watch.
Yeah, it was a very different style of game as well to the ones that they have played throughout the weekend. Been a little bit more about the midfield grind and just attacking everything that you possibly can. I think Oxygen realized it's not a game they're winning at the moment, so we need to change things up. And instead, they've kind of given up on the midfield a bit of a way. Look at this, fake challenges. Rise, not trying to win everything they can, and more often than not, actually playing up their own backboard so they can get that space for the outplays.
Now the big thing they'll have to do is dodge those demos. That's going to be a big part of success as well. You can see Rise not landing a demo, but getting a bump off as well. The series likely to be one of many adjustments. Oxygen, see if they can keep having success. K-Corp, we've seen multiple infield pass opportunities that Oxygen has successfully shut down.
Huge challenge win there from Archie. He can keep this going, decides to fake the first play. Vatira had the second one covered. For the first time, KC kind of stuck on their own side of the field. That will help out an awful lot. Joyo just going for the pace. He's got the recoveries. He's got underneath. Oski finishes off, but Joyo has turned into a magician.
I mean, Joyo, he is looking sharp out there.
He looks like he's back in his element. It's an element that many have wanted to see for quite some time now. New team, new lease on life, now off the backboard. Joyo gets to it. In comes Rise. I know as well, you know, 3 of the 6 players we've got here are the reigning London Major champions.
That's true.
They want to add to it. As we do see the ball. Oh my goodness. Oh, Rise has crushed it.
You just never know what he's going to do, and more often than not, he's landing the contact he goes for.
Yeah, I think they're just happy not to be playing against bots that win every single 50 against them at the moment. I saw that match. That was ridiculous. And now that they are playing against mere humans, it gets a little bit easier. There's Joyo. Off the wall, out of boost. Archie decides to go in and out. Rise sticks around. KC know where they've had their best success. Don't want to be dropping in this position. Rise has stolen another 100. So Oski and Archie have got to make this count.
Well, 2v3. Rise landed the demo. It's going to stay on the ball. Still the rebound. Dangerous. Well defended, but the boost tank's empty. Archie the only one with anything. But he'll be on the ball. Back to Oski. Oski greeting for that boost. Joyo also picking up the opposite corner. Oxygen worked their way out of that ditch.
Oh, big demo as well, but Vatira, he's too fast at the moment. Joyo scrambles back, as does Archie. Vatira's not got the boost either, so now his recovery back is going to be significantly slower. This is the flip side of that play style. You can see Vatira has only just got into position. Does have a tendency of just leaving your team in a bit of a bad spot. Rise crushes through yet another challenge. Vatira is low boost again. This time he does get the 100 steal.
You saw him threaten with his position that he might go for the ball. And that's the danger of Vatira. Now Vatira is going to go up against Oski. This time Vatira doesn't let it bounce off the back wall. Archie looking for a bump. Vatira didn't jump, so Archie has to rotate out on 0.
Oh, they're trying to fake out the shot as Rise has won yet another challenge. And that is all they needed. Drop the ball to Atow. And this is turning into a slobber knocker of a fight.
And you can see Rise, like a professional boxer, ducking, dodging, weaving past all those attempts to get him off the ball. And lands another wonderful 50. Scored on the last 50. This time, able to feed Atow on the rebound. But we've seen that from K-Corp doing an excellent job on both ends of the field, dodging those bump and demo attempts, that time leading right to a goal.
Rise has decided, I don't fancy the outplays anymore. I'm just going to win every single challenge, and you can't do anything about it. He's back in yet again. Just seems to shock when his teams need him most, and now he's almost got the drop-down pass. Vatira jumped for it. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate. Atow would have, I think, preferred to have taken it. Instead, now he's had to play back a little bit more.
Just fell on the ball. Rise couldn't really do much other than try to air roll away from it. Well, that working out in Oxygen's favor. We have less than a minute left to go. Oxygen trailing by 1. Good cut from Archie. Those midfield challenges from Archie have been crucial, and it's put Oxygen on this attack.
Vatira realized he had to go early. Joyo with 0 boost, still wanted to launch at him. Let's see this. Every single time that they get into offense, Vatira is just launching himself ahead of the rotation. I'd love if we could jump onto his camera for those particular positions, because He is lethal at the moment, and these cuts of rotation are horrible.
Off the
They're doing
post!
so much, yet still, Oxygen keep the ball out. Now they launch, hoping to get one goal before time runs out.
Oh, Joyo was too far up. He wasn't able to take that shot. And K-Corp got away with one. That second man making life miserable for Oxygen, his unpredictability factor. But you wonder what type of offensive strategy we'll see from K-Corp going forward, if they keep going with that or if Oxygen will be able to solve that puzzle. There's a fake, but didn't pan out for Oxygen there.
So 2-1 in this best of 7. Very close series so far. It has been every single time these rosters have met, at least throughout this weekend. But usually it's K-Corp getting the better of it. Joyo, a bit of time on the ball. Has Vatira, not going to get it any further than Rise, but Vatira had to make sure he didn't end up falling in front of his own teammate. So I realized pushing that forward would have been just into the clutches of Joyo. Instead, let's go forward, get that boost, and Joyo again. He's loving it when he gets a bit of time in defense.
His reaction time is insane. But now it's a 1v1 situation. Archie, though, great composure. Wasn't phased whatsoever. Slow down the attack. There's a double commit from Oxygen. Vatira trying to go high. There's a bump. Again, Vatira, even on those plays, deciding to go for a bump. And there's the demo as well. So Vatira doing what has been successful all series long. We'll see if it pans out for K-Corp.
Yeah, KC are doing an incredible job of just sending two players, leave multiple options available. Maybe the only thing you can criticize on them is it's almost like the first player is always faking it. So it gets a little bit easier to read. Sometimes that first player still needs to play it and just send the second one to be a distraction. But now it's first one gets the ball, fakes it, second one takes over, and for now, Oxygen have at least had the read. Oski ran out of boost just as he collected the ball. Archie on his way in. It's awkward for Atow, who still manages to collect it. Aerial battles now. We're back to that midfield. This is where KC have had their longest stretches of dominance, and you're starting to see it happen again.
Yeah, lane sniffed out by Vatira. This is low boost, only small patch. Joyo's going to try to go for corner. It's not there either. But another great 50 from Archie. Get some breathing room.
Reset out to Vatira. Joyo stops and recovers. And he might start the boost to get a reset. Instead, wanted to just play for the challenge. Moves on forward. Well, Joyo's getting a lot out from these plays.
He was.
Zero.
He did win that 50, but you see how, hold on. You see how far back Oxygen was pushed. We've seen that a few times now where they're in those situations where multiple players on zero. So even though Joyo did win that initial 50, you just put the ball in the hands of K-Corp. Eyes on the flip reset, also shut down quickly.
Yeah, it's not necessarily the position on the field that Oxygen won't like there. It's the fact that they're there with zero boost. Usually if they're near their own backboard, that's a great position for them to, go for the outplay, get the ball up, and just go for a clear as Vatira wanted to find the challenge.
Went for it, didn't find it. Archie demoed off the ball. Oski going for the corner, even getting a piece of it. Atow, you saw him trying to pop back down for the boost, but it was snagged just before that by Vatira.
Oh, Archie, wait a second, he's got the recovery and almost caught Vatira out. I'll say almost, that's usually the best most players can do. No bump this time around. Joyo gonna go and meet him. Next one up, always is KC. They're the ones that have got the belief. They're the ones that know that they have been winning these races 9 times out of 10. Oski, zeroed. That 100 didn't turn up for him, so now it's a slow rotation back as he gets bumped on his way.
Vatira is bumping Archie continually, but Archie will still be able to get the mid here. This one gets a touch, tries to set up Oski. Oski does get there first.
Rise over the top of Oski, past Archie. Joyo's only one left, and he's been let off the hook. That was a nothing hit, really. And KC would have wanted to have done a little bit more.
Had they kept that close, Shogun, that could have been a 2v1 opportunity, but that heavy first touch gave away the chance. Under a minute left to go. Right now, the trajectory is a 0-0 overtime.
Another overtime between these teams. We've had a few of them. Oski doesn't like the sound of that, so let's go backboard again. And this is where they're doing so much. It is the same play that they won the overtime. We have Joyo to an Oski waiting in midfield to just tap the ball on.
But instead, Oski went for the double tap himself instead of trying to blast it to an open area of the backboard. Off the ceiling over to
he
Joyo.
got
He catches KC out.
That you should always believe in him.
Huge speed, but we see a kickoff strat come out for K-Corp, making things awkward. Joyo has to put it off the ceiling. Another 50. Joyo's going to go for it again, and he wins it downfield. Joyo has been speedy today.
Joyo's just got that phenomenal ability of convincing you that he's out of the play. As it's not going to happen. Joyo intercepts, and Oxygen Esports that have not lost an online tournament so far this season. They've been the team to beat in these positions. So many teams have come close. No one has managed to get the job done outside of going to Copenhagen. Vatira, not the
online
best touch. Online
undefeated. Online undefeated. On land, they've been beaten, but K-Corp, I think everybody knows this is the team to beat. Atow, lovely control. Out of necessity as well. He had no boost. Now this puts K-Corp on the offensive. Rise waiting to see what Joyo gives him. But Joyo takes it around. There's the pass. Joyo doing so much. Almost gets a goal. Still not done yet.
And Archie's sticking around with it. The only difficulty there for Archie is he received a pass, tried to outplay when he's dead onto the goalkeeper. So goalkeeper usually has the advantage there. Did end up showing up, but Joy, oh my goodness, he is just everywhere at the moment. He is outplaying everyone. He now takes control of the ball. Rise has dived in.
He's
going to be the
going.
back. Here goes
He's
Vatira.
still going.
He's still not good enough for it. Atow now off the backboard, gets the right read. But Joyo is a monster in the transition across fields.
Talk about creating opportunities for your team.
That's what they needed as well. We've already seen just how easy it has been for KC to sort of lock down this team on defense. Now that they're lower on boost, this becomes a lot more difficult. And this time Joyo did make the wrong decision. His rotation will be a little bit slower. Managed to steal the 100 in the midfield though.
Uh-oh, and
he's gonna need it because there was a misplay from Archie.
Fortunately for Oxygen, however, there was respected touch there, even though Archie missed. Didn't really cost him. And Archie gets back in the play with two good challenges. Joyo trying to keep it close. Joyo cutting around another one. There's the 50 over to Oski, but Atow again there nicely. This one will be cleared all the way to the corner.
Yeah, but Archie jumping on in. Rise did not want to put it into his path. Joyo has somehow still got it underneath. He's just playing for space at the moment. Necessarily trying to create goal-scoring chances as Atow's going to look for the player. He's got him. Archie controls backboards. Vatira not going to bother jumping for him. Instead, wait for the ball to come over. Up goes Joyo. Down goes the ball, but it's in a nice spot for Vatira, who doesn't play it first time, actually. And Oski's happy to now start hounding him.
Oski wanted to go for the bump on Vatira, but still, Vatira snipped it out. Clear out. This is going to be open possession here. Vatira, heavy first touch. We'll get back to a 50, but that first touch slowing things down for K-Corp.
There's no launch in. There's a lot of launch challenges here from both teams.
I think that's what's been separating Joyo from the pack. Joyo able to keep the ball close and continually cut around those oncoming challengers. This looks like Messi out there on the field, making defenders miss.
The only question for me at the moment is what's supposed to be the next part of that? Are those plays just for space and breathing room? Or can they get someone at the end of that? Can they, trust enough to put someone ahead of the ball? Oh my God, there's so many demos. Rise has got a bit of time, but
great read.
Joyo's already there.
Still, this is Atow up and over one. Archie out of boost, but does get the hit. Vatira, full boost. Hands it off to Rise. Rise, another heavy first touch. The first touches from K-Corp, they've been quite heavy. You need to keep those close, especially to capitalize on the low boost of the opposing team. Joyo, the musty pass, and it's good for Archie.
I don't understand how he can be this silky smooth all the time. Expect it. He has to jump, and he has to hope that Joyo's going for net.
He's reading the game perfectly. Joyo not missing a beat.
If you told me he could hear Casey's comms at the moment, I would believe you.
Yeah. You might want to see what programs are running if you're K-Corp. Make sure that Joyo still doesn't have access to the server. I mean,
ball popped up. Oski presses it to the far side. He's going to be able to take the 100 as well. does do so. Archie with plenty of time to work with. Archie, sort of the unsung hero on occasion here.
Another big 50.
He's been the one holding the rotation.
Joyo, can he read it?
He's got that read. Of course he does. Throughout everything we've seen him do this series.
Jacked with his read, and he was. Joyo out there, his reading level, head and shoulders above anyone else.
Oh, great infield, but again, Joyo has the read. Almost feels like a redundant sentence at this point. Oski launches in. It does feel like Oski's entire role here, I'm looked at the points total, he's not got a huge amount, but it's just keep the pace up. Don't slow this game down. You know, Oski's not really got much for a lot of his challenges. I say that as he crushes through that one, as the Psycho attempted, didn't work, and Joyo has got the brace.
Oh, he's insane out
Rise
there.
was the other player I had in this match, so it's a little bit either side for the time being, but for everyone out there that enjoys Rocket League, this has been incredible. What a series we have had, and we are still not at the end just yet. Is it one game or two? KC have got to be the ones with the answers to that, to their resume, or will Oxygen flip the script and eliminate KC in the quarterfinals?
Which would be something. Like you said, K-Corp, this season, undefeated online in these playoffs. And now they're going to have to dig deep. Called a timeout. What will they have here? Oski trying to take things slow. There's a 50. Perfect shot opportunity, but you saw the bump on Atow. Now it's a 2v1, but Vatira couldn't get downfield quick enough. And the game starts to settle again.
Yeah, Archie saw glory ahead of him. Instead, he saw the next wall after he got whacked away. Joyo, I'm going to see what have we got from him. Has 2 minutes been long enough to ice him? Very effective over the last 2 games. Before that, required a little bit more help from his teammate. Oski's just waiting for his chance. Joyo does take it past the first.
Oh, Joyo, he's doing it again.
Has he got anyone in midfield to aim for? He does. Archie moves in, wins the challenge, but it's not enough. Oski doesn't want to commit that heavily, and they are just going to play for futures.
There's another demo from Vatira. They're sticking with that same game plan. Will it pay off this time? Rise around 1. I think K-Corp need to have better first touches if they want to take this game 6. They've been very heavy-handed recently. See if they can bring back that finesse we know they have.
Oh, what a challenge, and Joyo had to stop the car. On the point that you've made, I really want to give a lot of credit to Oski as well for almost causing those heavy first touches from KC. He has been there every single time KC think they've got a little bit of time. And he has been the pace setter. Now here comes Joyo, beat to it by Rise. That's big, because now Vatira chases up ahead. Win the challenge from Atow off the side, and Oski back in time.
Low boost situation here. Joyo got the mid. Will he be able to help out? Quick flip reset, but it's a double commit. Even more boost wasted. K-Corp trying to make the most of this opportunity. Vatira will pop it up, but he's going to go for the 50 now. Flip reset, shut down, and on the goal line, Joyo now going to take over.
Joyo past Rise. Atow is the last one left. He would have had Vatira back in time. That's over. Just keep getting that ball to the hot hand. And it's just a moment that you believe over there, but to Casey's credit, they've kept him quieter. They're going for the challenges a lot earlier, and Joyo's been forced to stop his plays in the midfield.
Joyo has options, passes it off to Oski. Vatira setting up Rise. Rise controls in the air. Archie, though, with the challenge from behind. Trying not to give him any space. Rise back pass to Vatira. Vatira, first touch. Gets it up and over Oski. Nice tip off the backboard. Will mess up any attack that K-Corp hope to have.
Bit too heavy for Atow, who decides to let the ball drop back down. In goes Vatira. Heavy angle. Joyo still reads it. Rise actually avoids getting hit, so now he can go looking for Oski's car.
Oh, it hit into Rise!
Into Rise! The worst possible solution to that. 2 minutes left, no goals either side.
They go for that play again. It was working out quite a bit earlier in the series that time. Hitting Rise's rear bumper. K-Corp, they're gonna want that one back. But we see some life here for K-Corp, though. Chance now for Oxygen. Joyo, first touch control into a 50. Vatira racing to the ball. Going for the midfield. Oski, that tip back to the ball. Beat Atow. Vatira versus Archie. Now Joyo last back. That 50 Could be dangerous, but fortunately for Oxygen, Oski there to help out.
Oski now off the ceiling. Archie's gone for demos. Rise was the last one left. Well, a shot that will not trouble him, and so much so that he can actually go to the opposite side of the field. We can see he's on 0 boost. Oxygen did not have that knowledge. So Atow, chance to put something together. You can see how early Oski's gone to him. Well, the talk we've got about the ex-Moist players. Those two know each other incredibly well. Time's over on Liquid, looking to try and get improved results with new squads. Atow off the backboard. Archie's there in time.
A big bump on Oski as well. Vatira picking up the mid. That 50, beautiful from Joyo. Archie do a flip reset and a 50. You can see Vatira again landing a demo off ball. Atow low 50 around one, snagging the mid boost, but again, these challenges from Oxygen have been brilliant at slowing down the play.
And they've had to, because these demos are ruining the rotation for now. As what has been required. Rise, not the best first touch. Atow looks for a pass. Oski's in the right position. The rotation across the face, and now we head into the final seconds. Backboard, Joyo's had to jump.
The read!
So now Archie taps it. Backboard, first one, two, Atow is low. Nobody wanted to take the shot. Nobody believed. We go to overtime.
And another 0-0 overtime. K-Corp could be out if Oxygen score the next goal.
Oh, and it's chaotic in the midfield. Archie, that was an incredible read, but he's got a very heavy first touch.
Joyo fakes it
out. Oski
the pass!
To Archie, to the net! KC are out!
And it's a team play that ends it. Joyo the fake, the perfect tee up from Oski, and Archie slots it. Oski, he